Hi, my name is William Walchak. I'm the CEO of Hiilite, and today we've got a special guest to tell us a little more about content marketing. With us, we've got Noah from Noahvde. Noah, tell us a little about yourself.
Well, thanks for having me, Will. I appreciate it.
Welcome. Thank you for your time.
So I've been doing social media, content marketing, building a personal brand for myself, and eventually transitioning that into more so a digital marketing business. But I've been working on that for the past 2 years, creating content in the travel sphere, the travel industry, and it's been going really well. I've created a lot of stuff over that period of time.
So in that time, what did you learn about, first, what content marketing is and how to do it well?
So essentially what content marketing is creating content in your niche. So when people are searching through Google or YouTube, I specifically specialized in the YouTube space of things, they find your content. So for example, what I was doing was travel videos. So I would create how to travel guides on a variety of different countries I had visited in the past little while. And when people would be searching for those countries, they'd come across my content. I would be an authority in that field, and for example, how to travel the Philippines or something like that. They would go through, potentially buy my travel guides and things like that.
One of our jams is really search engine optimization, and we've talked a lot about, you mentioned before, YouTube is the second largest search engine. What considerations do you have when creating content for YouTube as far as like keywords or tags or how to get it found, so for travel guides or whatever?
SEO is definitely the most important part. So when you're going through YouTube or you're creating any form of content, you always have to think of it with the consumer's point of view in mind. So you have to answer their questions, you have to speak on their pain points, speak on the problems that they're having, and what they're most likely to type into the bar when they're looking to solve their problems.
Perfect. So creating content that's in line with their expectations and then delivering. So if they're looking for that regularly, creating more content, more regular content actually gets them engaged and gets them to follow you. Is that right?
Exactly, yeah. And you build up a following in there, and then when you've spoken to a bunch of things in your niche and a bunch of things that your potential customers will be interested in, you become an authority in that field.
Perfect. What advice can you give to someone who is just starting out or trying to create a following for a specific thing? And that's whether it's a business owner or someone trying to get onto YouTube or someone trying to make travel videos like you did.
Definitely, by far the most important thing is to just get started. We're in a studio right now and we have a bunch of fancy gear, but that is not required to just start. Of course, this is very important and this comes with time, but you're able to just start doing it, start creating. And yeah, that's the most important part, is just getting your name out there and getting seen.
For someone, maybe this will be the last question. For someone who is agonizing about getting started, what do you have 2 or 3 kind of tricks that will get them to actually post or jump over those hurdles?
Yeah, so I think for someone just starting out and someone looking to get over those hurdles and start producing content, I would say number 1, don't stress about it. Your first video or the first piece of content that you create is not going to be your best, but the goal is that the next one is a bit better than that one, the next one after that is a bit better than the previous one, and you constantly improve like that. Another thing that I would say is not to overthink it. I think that a lot of people kind of get caught up in their own head and kind of push it off and sweep it under the rug and don't do anything about it, don't create anything, but that is just going to leave you far, far behind. So I think you just gotta go with what comes to mind, you gotta go with what you think is right, and you pivot along the way, but you continuously create, I think is the most important part.
Perfect. Noah, thanks so much for your advice. We'll tag Noah in the description so you can make it to his YouTube channel. If you have any questions about content marketing, reach out to us. If you have any questions related to Noah's travel guides, what Noah is going to be up to on the digital marketing front, reach out to him directly either through YouTube or at arcdigital.ca. Is that right?
Yeah, arcdigital.ca.
Perfect.
Thanks very much, Will.
Welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. This series was filmed at Hiilite Creative Group Studio in Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, and is made with the help of our creative team. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel and check us out at hiilite.com.